So elimination methods, this is second methods, the next methods of algebraic methods while it is being solved the pair of linear equation two variable. So what's the algorithm, how to do this, what exactly this is given in the page number 55. Algorithm is given, but I'm just trying to explain you through by taking one questions is better. So I'm just exercise 3.4. Start with exercise 3.4. Third part of the question number 1. I am doing for you all first. 3x minus 5y minus 4 is equals to 0, and another is 9x is equals to 2y plus 7. So the very first 3x minus 5y is equals to 4, and write this 9x minus 2y is equals to 7. So when we solve this equation by elimination method, we eliminate, we omit, we just remove one variable. So what is the way to removing? First, what we do, we just make by multiplying any equation. This is equation 1, this is equation 2. Whenever we multiply, that throughout multiplication will be multiplied. What is the intention? What is the aim? Why we do so? Because we need to eliminate any one variable, either x or y. Suppose here 9x. If we multiply this equation by 3, this also becomes 9x. And then by doing addition and subtraction. So here you see, if we multiply this very first equation by 3. Why we have multiplied this whole equation by 3? Because here the 9x, here it also would become 9x. The very first target is to make any one variable in a equal way, equated. So once this would be multiplied, this is giving another equation. This would be giving what? This would be giving 9x minus 15y is equals to 12. This is 9x minus 2y is equals to 7. Now we need to remove the x. How would it be removed? Here also plus, here also plus. So if you subtract this equation from this equation, for subtracting, what we need to do? We need to change the sign of each and every term of the next equation. So in the next equation, it is 9x, it has a sign plus, it becomes minus. It has sign minus, it becomes plus, and it has sign plus, it becomes minus. So it could be said that it was subtracted this equation from this equation. Why it is subtracted? Because intensively, as its name is elimination method, so we are going to eliminate one variable. So this is now eliminated. Now this has a sign minus, this has a sign plus. So what it gives? It gives minus 13y. Minus 13y, and is equals to, this gives 5. 12 minus 7, 5. So this gives y is equals to minus 5 upon 13. So by this way we have the value of y, and we'll find out the value of x. Now just put the value of y in any equation, either in this one or in this one. You will have a value of x. So this is the elimination methods, and by giving the example of this question, let us see what the algorithm it is given for the elimination method. The very first it is given, first multiply both the equation by some suitable non-zero constant. So it is multiplied here by 3. This one only, you could multiply in cases, you could multiply by both the equations also. Like if we want to eliminate this y, in this case, multiply this whole equation by 2 and multiply this whole equation by 5. That could be done also by doing this. You could eliminate either x or y. You have a method. So the very first step is first multiply both the equation by some suitable non-zero constant to make the coefficient of one variable, either x or y, numerically equal. Then add or subtract. Here we have subtracted. If the sign would be different, if it would have come here the plus, it was, अगर अपने पास यहाँ से पहले माइनस होता तो सीधे हम लिखते हैं ऑन एडिंग, कैंसिल हो जाता. बट यहाँ पे दोनों के सेम साइन थे, तो इसलिए हमने क्या किया, इसको सब्ट्रैक्ट किया, और सब्ट्रैक्ट करने पे क्या हुआ, सबका साइन चेंज कर दिया. सो द नेक्स्ट इज देन ऐड और सब्ट्रैक्ट वन इक्वेशन फ्रॉम द अदर सो दैट one variable gets eliminated. If you get an equation in one variable, go to step 3. Now the next, it's very, so this is algorithm it is given, and we'll do few more questions that will make it clear about the elimination methods. This is most popular methods. If it has not been mentioned to solve equations algebraically, normally students, teachers, normally they prefer this elimination methods because it is felt that it is one of the easiest methods to find out the value of x and y for any pair of linear equation in two variables. So we'll just here we'll work out with the question number 2 in exercise 3.4. We'll make the algebraic situation and we'll do by the elimination methods. Will make you more clear. So I am dealing with the question number 2, second. It's a fraction question, first question. It is normally being treated it is considered easy question, so that's why I am giving question number. This is again a questions based on is. 5 years ago, Nudi was thrice as old as Sonu. So how many persons is being involved here? Nudi and Sales. First, what will they write here? Let Nudi's present is be x years. Okay, let Sonu's present age be y years. Right now, here it is 5 years ago and 10 years later. So here we'll write 5 years ago Nudi's age what x minus 5 years. 5 years ago Sonu's is y minus 5 years. Now what is another things? 10 years later. So we'll write here 10 years later what Nudi's is, come on, what it would be, x plus 10 years, x plus 10 years. What the 10 years later Sonu's is, come on, this is y plus 10 years. So this, we have collected all the softwares which we require to these questions. Now we'll go to the question. 5 years ago Nudi was, come on, what the Nudi, this 5 years ago Nudi was, so x minus 5 is equals to, Nudi was thrice as old as Sonu. What's the Sonu? This. So here we'll write thrice 3y minus 5. So let us make this whole situation. This gives x minus 5 is equals to 3y minus 15. So this would be x minus 3y is equals to minus 15 plus 5. This gives minus 10. This is one equation. Now what about else? What is another one? Another one is 10 years later Nuri will be, 10 years later means x plus 10 Nuri will be is equals to what? Twice as old as Sonu. So twice as old as Sonu. So this gives x plus 10 is equals to what? 2y plus 20. So what's the another equation we'll have? X minus 2y is equals to 10. Now in this case, if you go with the elimination method, here you will see here this and this is already equal. So in that case, what we need to do? We don't have to multiply anything. So already equal. What we need to? We need to eliminate it. We need to eliminate. So how do we do? We'll subtract. Here this would be minus, here this would be plus, here this would be minus, this would be cancelled. This gives you minus y equals to minus 20. So this is cancelled. So what y we have considered? Sonu's age is considered y. So here we'll write Sonu's present age is equals to how much? 20 years. And what about Nudi's age? What about Nouri's age? So we'll put somewhere else. Any equations you could put here, like suppose we have this first one, x minus 5 is equals to 45. Yes. So x is equals to what? 50. So Nouri's present age would be 50 years and Sonu's present age would be 20 years. So this is the way to find out. This is the way that I have given you also to present the situation. And so let us see further any more questions. Third part. It's also very important. The question is based on the 2-digit numbers. Whenever the questions you have on the 2-digit numbers, I'm trying to give you also one print. So now I'm just doing third part of the question number 2. It's again very important for you all. Whenever the question it comes in front of you based on 2-digit numbers. So the very first thing, let digit at ones place. This is x. Let digit at tens place. This is y. And number. How we form the 2-digit number that you would have studied in the earlier classes. This is 10 into tens place plus ones place. So what would be the number? 10y plus x. How to form a number? We form always 10 into tens place plus ones place. That could be understood by giving you examples. Suppose we have 32, so it could be 10. 32. In 32, what is happening? In 32, 2 is at ones place, 3 is at tens place. So this is 10 into 3 plus 2. So that by this way. So you must understand while you are doing the questions, statement questions, you must know the difference between the digit and numbers. So this is number is equals to 10y plus x. Now just come to the question. The sum of the digits of 2-digit number is 9. So digits are what? X and y. So what will be the first situation? X plus y is equals to 9. This is equation number 1. Now what else? What is? This is also 9 times this number is. 9 times this number is. 9 times this number is equals to. Obtained by reversing the order of the digits. Means when we are reversing the digits means this would come at the tens place and this would come at the ones place. So this is 10x plus y. So this is 90y plus 9x is equals to 10x plus y. So this gives this, if we are bringing both of this is 90y minus y, it is 89y minus x is equals to 0. So this is giving us if you will do this 9 times. Let me repeat once again. This is the sum of the digits 2-digit number is 9. It's alright. X plus y is equals to 9. Then we have 9 times this number is. So 9 times this number is twice the number. Okay, it is given twice the number. Here it is. We are making mistake. Twice the number by reversing it. So that's why now we'll solve it and we'll have the answer. This is what? 90y plus 9x. This gives 20x plus 2y. So in this case this gives 88y is equals to what? 11x. So it could be written 8y is equals to if 8y is equals to x. So how it would be done by the elimination method? We'll write here x plus y is equals to 9 and this is x minus 8y is equals to 0. Now here subtract minus plus minus, this would be cancelled. 9y is equals to 9, so y is equals to what? 1. And once y is equals to 1, it means what's the x is equals to we have? Yes, x is equals to 8. So what we are required to asked for in this question, find the number. So number is equals to what? 10y plus x. So this gives 10 into 1 plus 8, and this is 18. Answer is 18. So this is your third part of the question number 2. So by this way only you can do the questions. 2 more questions we have here in this. This was the third part of the question number 2. Now 2 more questions we'll have, so we'll discuss it and we'll complete the exercise 3.4. So let me finish here this one. This is question number 4 for question number 2, fourth part. Question number 2, fourth part. Here in this question, Meena went to a bank, withdraw rupees 2000. She asked the cashier to give her rupees 50 and rupees 100 notes. Meena got 25 notes in all. You need to understand, Meena asked the cashier to give only rupees. So here we'll write, let the number of rupees 50 notes is equals to x. Let the number of rupees 100 notes is equals to y. Now the very first condition, she got total 20 notes, 25 notes. So the x plus y is equals to 25. This was the equation number 1. And what is the next equation? It is, see, if 50 notes of root x, it means it is 50x. And if this, so this is 100y. And how much this is giving? 2000 rupees. This is total 2000 rupees. So it gives x plus 2y is equals to 40. What it is being done? 50 is being taken common and it is divided here. So this is equation 2. Now from first and second, we get what we get? X plus y is equals to 25. X plus 2y is equals to 40. By elimination method, just subtract it. This would be cancelled. Here minus y is equals to minus 15. This would be cancelled. So y is equals to what? 15. And is y is equals to 15, it means x is equals to what? 10. And what is the asking in this question? Find how many notes of rupees 50. For rupees 50, how many notes we have? X. So 50 notes के हमारे पास 10 notes होंगे और 100 के कितने notes होंगे? 15 होंगे. अब आप देख लो, 10 notes means 500 और 1500. 1500 plus 500 कितने हो रहे हैं? 2000 हो रहे हैं. So this, we don't even need to look for what the answer it is given in the back, and it could be said that we are completely right. The last question is this fifth part. It is same as per it is given in the questions, taxi based question it is given in the last exercise. So I recommend, I tell you all to do this last question by yourself. So up to 3.54 we have completed, and in the next exercise we will have another methods for this.